Welcome back to another video on the Golf. As you can see, I've already made a start today. I didn't record it, but when I flip around, I got this battery tray out. All the bolts were just completely seized and rounded and just disgusting. So pretty much on every bolt, I just cut a groove into the bolt itself and then just hammered in a flat blade screwdriver just to crank it and turn it out. And then these other ones there, I just banged out with a hammer. Yeah, the air compressor tools are coming in handy with the air compressor over there. So the main goal of today is to attempt by myself to get this engine out. I've never taken an engine out in my life. I've watched thousands of videos on how to do it. Basics, drive shafts, wiring loom. Then engine mounts, not the basics, but that's basically the main components to get it out. So yeah, let's just crack on and see what I can get done. So now what I'm basically doing is going through, labelling all my wires, positive battery terminals. I've got all this driver side loom over here out the way, and it all labelled up with all my labels. I'm going to get this alternator wiring loom off with the starter motor wiring loom off, and this main engine harness out, and then this driver's side wiring loom should all be able to come out, and yeah, we can look at doing the mounts and then drive shafts. Well, that's most of the wiring removed. All of it's over here. Most of this wiring removed. It's got one more cable there. I've removed most of the pipes and the clutch cable, which just goes down through there into a little circlip. Just remove that. Remove the throttle cable from the throttle. This pipe I removed from here. Just goes over here like that. All I've got to try and do now is get the exhaust off, because the bolts are proper stuck in the exhaust. So let's just try and crack on getting the exhaust bolts off. I, for the life of me, can't get this exhaust off. It's basically rusted on. So I'm going to move on to another thing which may give us a bit more room to work with down there. I'm going to, the old, wherever the light is. Let me turn the light on, hold on. There we go. Drive shafts out, because that's the thing that's going to come out next. So we've got it up on jack stands. Wheels are loose. Let's get the wheels off and then see which size bolt we need for that drive shaft nut inside there, and yeah, get these drive shafts out. Once the drive shafts are out, all it is then is holding it on is the fuel lines, which has got about half a tank of fuel left in it. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but drive shafts off, fueling sorted, and then engine mounts, and then we're pretty much ready to pull her out. I think, I hope. One can only try. Let's carry on cracking on. Because there is no brake fluid in the car, and because I'm here by myself, I'm kind of having to make do with what I'm doing by myself. So to get these drive shafts out, you've got a multiple spline socket on the end of this. What size is it? I can't remember. Yes, it's one of these sockets. It's an SMV8, whatever that is, SMV8. Goes on the end of that bolt there, and then to break it loose I've got a flat blade screwdriver in the end of the caliper, so I can hold that so the drive shaft doesn't spin. It's going to be really hard to show you how I'm doing this, but I'm going to give it a go. So let's crack on getting these drive shaft bolts out. I've already got two out, so they're coming out nice and easy, and there's quite a lot of shit and grease down there, and we've still got to get that side out as well, which is going to be harder. But it's the first time I've ever taken a drive shaft out of a car, believe it or not. Never done a gearbox, never done anything like this, so I'm just cracking on, learning as I go and making do with what I've got. So let's crack on. So you can see down there you've got drive shaft bolt, and if you just try to do it normally, it spins the drive shaft. So like I said before, hand over here in the brake caliper, bit of WD, spray it directly into the bolt, just to clean any of that shit that's in the bolt out. There you go, much better. Hold on that now. So, in there, hand on the rotor. Oh, brilliant. The discs come apart from that. Don't be me and waste half an hour and then come to realise you haven't loosened the wheel side drive shaft bolt. So I had to take the car back off the jack stands, get a massive breaker bar with a 30mm socket on the end to put it on, and get the wheels back on and the car lowered, so because I have no brakes, just so I can loosen up these drive shaft bolts. Oh, that was always fun. Oh. So yeah, in the future, loosen your drive shaft bolts on the wheel side first before you take your wheels off and jack the car up. Alright, now we've got this bolt in here. Before I was doing it, oh, you bastard! Big breaker bar on the end. This bolt back on there. Then you just cantilever them off. Bring this other bolt back round up here. Bloody hell, this is tight. There it goes. And that's the bolt loose. And that should be all those remaining bolts loose. So after about 2 hours of fucking about, only got the drive shafts loose. All I've got to worry about now is fuel and then engine mounts, and we're sorted. So let's get the fuel sorted. As you can see from my dirty face, we've got to help me just do the last bit and getting this engine out. It was disconnected underneath. I can't get the bolts off the downpipe. There's 6 bolts underneath there which I just can't get off. So we took it out just behind the cat, just in front of the lambda sensor, the 3-bolt flange. Crane unfolded, and then we've got this contraption made up of the original belt wrapped and looped around the gearbox.
Yeah, you're going to get some dopey comments
and
like that.
Up here, doesn't matter. We work with what we've got. We should probably have bought an engine crane or whatever it is, the adjuster, the self-leveling adjuster thingy, but cheap. So yeah, we're going to get the engine mounts done, support the underneath of the engine with a jack, and get this engine out.
Right, he just wants to pull forward. Thank you.
Wait. Go on.
Go up a little bit. Up.
I ain't got much more room, Ollie.
That's it. I mean, it will come out. Just pull it.
No, I'm worried about that power steering pump. Power steering is more expensive. Can't we not just lift it? Oh shit, fuck that belt. Oh!
Fuck the belt, man! An ox belt's 15 quid. Light.
Oh.
The exhaust is still scraping on the car. There you go.
Hold on. Oh, that's inches, boy. That's centimetres.
I'll save more millimetres than anything else, bro.
Fuck it, leave it there. Hey, pulled an engine!
Oh.
That's the first engine we've ever pulled. So, it's now night, as you can see. We got the engine out, sitting over here. Garage is an absolute mess. Tools everywhere. Yeah, engine's going to sit here on the driver's chair because the driver's chair's fucked anyway. Passenger chair's alright, so. But yeah, it's going to sit there for a while. So I can take the gearbox off and put it on the engine stand. But I think that's all we're going to get done tonight. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video of pulling the engine.
It's been an adventure.
It's been an adventure and it's been an experience because neither of us has ever pulled an engine before.
No.
Didn't know exactly what we were doing,
No.
but we got it done.
We try.
And we shall see you on the next one. Adios.